Are we live?
Let me see. I don't see it yet.
Says we're live. Says we got
There
4
we go.
people.
Yes.
I can't see any comments, so I don't know what this looks like.
Let me see. Do 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 do. Share to a group. The fan page. Stand by, please. Stand
I'm gonna
by.
have to look at the comments on my phone because I can't see them on here.
Yeah, me too. I'm just checking this real quick. So hang
Sorry,
tight.
this is our first time trying this Facebook Live thing. They always change everything.
All right. Let me go in here so I can see comments.
All right, we got
Yeah, I'm not a
Shan,
fan.
Sherry, Misty, Kale. What the Kale?
There we go. All
All
right.
right.
I got it. Yeah, Robin. What's happening, Giro? Sherry. Jimmy, baby, Brianna. All
Oh
right.
my God, we got Brianna. We got my aunt on here. And
Ah. Oh, Jimmy McDaniels. What's up?
long time no see.
Lee, everybody here. What's up? Okay. We piling up on in here. What's up, Sherry? Haven't seen you in forever. Channing, Charity. What's
All
up,
right,
Mark?
we don't have like a
Say hi
whole
there.
list.
All
Oh, we
right.
got Sherry Horkett. I haven't seen you in forever. I don't know if I think I'm late. I think you're before I am because like I'm
Yeah,
getting all these after you
they're
see
all
them.
coming in now. Joel, what's up, brother? Brian, my man. Lori's in the house. Okay. We can start BSing our way through this.
That's what we do best. All right, so we just wanted to kind of update everybody on a few things, some exciting things. Obviously, yesterday we were able to share that we got the pleasure to be a part of Demi Lovato's new show on Peacock. That's coming out September 30th. It's called Unidentified. And to just clear a few things up, this is not our show. This is her show. We participated in one episode, and it's called The Star People. I can't say where it's from or where the location that we filmed at, but we got some really cool stuff. And do you want to talk a little bit about, kind of what we were trying to do there,
Yeah,
Mike?
absolutely. It was a new concept for us. It was actually very cool. Opened our eyes to this. It was we basically trying to see if there's a link or a connection between the paranormal and UFOs, extraterrestrials, that whole side of it. By no means are we UFO experts, but just to see if there's a link between the two. And it's like a lot of the claims seem to be very similar. A lot of things, like just one example of lost time. We've experienced that in paranormal investigations, as well as people that when you read, hear, or watch anything that people have been abducted or anything by aliens, lost time is, I guess, a common one, if you want to call it that. But anyway, so at this location, we were trying to see if there's a link between it. And without, can't say too much, but we did come up with some new theories for ourselves. But we had some crazy activity that are definitely unexplained, especially trying to relate it to this new layer of investigating, I guess I could say. But there's so much that I guess we can't say about this, about the place. But that's the nutshell of it. Is our job was coming to see if there's any kind of connection between extraterrestrial, UFO, and paranormal activity. And I can leave myself. I can say walking away from this, yes, I believe that just kind of opens up another theory for myself about it. But it was definitely very very cool and opened my eyes to a lot.
No, yeah, I think it's all kind of intertwined. We're not closed-minded to anything. We try to keep an open mind. Aliens, Bigfoot, whatever. I think it's all kind of connected in one way or another. Not saying I believe in Bigfoot, but I'm open to the possibility that he's hanging around the woods somewhere, stomping around. but yeah, that's exciting. We're very excited about the location that we filmed at. We've always wanted to go there. It's a huge place. It's very rich with history. It's got some violent history. It's it's very very old, and it's in a location or a part of the U.S. that we don't get to visit a lot. So that was very very cool. But we also wanted to talk about some upcoming events. So there's that out of the way.
Well, somebody did just right. We'll answer this one thing. How was she? Was Demi nice? She was very nice. Everybody on the cast and the crew were very sweet. Hanging out with Demi was just like anybody else. She just offset would just talk and hang out and have a drink or whatever it may be. So definitely a cool person. You know, my first time ever hanging out with somebody at that status. I mean, that's global pop icon. So very cool. You know, very cool chick, woman.
Yeah, absolutely. She was very accommodating, very nice, and very interested in this kind of stuff, which I found kind of you know kind of cool. That there's a lot of people that are into this kind of stuff, whether it be the paranormal or the whole UFO phenomenon, or I mean, it's all paranormal. So, but it was kind of refreshing to meet her and get all of her theories and her takes, and not just her sister and her good buddy there. They both very nice, very open to things. We all investigated the site together and had a blast. It was fun.
And definitely, it's like something that they told us that it's not just for their TV show, that they actually went on paranormal investigations with their mom. I thought that was very cool. So I think it's a family thing with them. So they're definitely into it.
Yeah. So, and we got, we have like 4 projects going on right now. And yes, to answer, I know there's going to be questions about Brandon. Yes, Brandon, he wasn't able to be in this project with the Demi Lovato show, Unidentified, but he is on all 3 of the other projects that we're working on. Nothing set in stone, but I can't say it's exciting. We're looking forward to what lies ahead for us, and it'll be next year for all these other projects, I'm assuming. But you haven't seen the last of us yet. But we want to talk about events. That's kind of the reason why we wanted to do this, because we have a lot of events. We hardly ever go live and talk, candidly like this. We got Kansas coming up, and we actually have some spots for this weekend. If you've never been to Old Cowtown Museum in Wichita, Kansas, it's a whole town. It's like, how many buildings are in that town, Mike?
I don't know the exact. There's 50 some odd buildings on the location, 20 some odd. So let's just say 50% of them are original. A good chunk of them were brought in, and then a smaller chunk were built to resemble the town itself. But when you're talking 50 some buildings, you can investigate to, and 50% of them are original. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, no, and what's cool about this place is this is one of the only places that I've been to where repeatedly things are thrown, poltergeist activity. People get coins thrown at them, objects from within the room. We've had numerous EVPs at this place. We've investigated. Usually we set up at the stage area, or that's what we call it. I don't know what it used to be, but it's just basically a big open room with a stage, and we always get great activity there. It's actually connected to another building. And it's kind of like it's like walking into the Wild West. It's almost like Tombstone. And it's very, very cool. And I would highly recommend, if you haven't been there with us, you should definitely go to thewraithchasers.com and grab a few tickets. I think there are 6 left for this weekend.
Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
I'm looking on here. If you want to comment again, Bob, comment again. So if people want to hit you up, he was there with us both times or 3 times we were there. And it was the last time we were there a handful of months ago. He was with a group, or 2 different groups, I believe it was, and 2 different coins were thrown at people, but the coins were of the same year. Total coincidence, or just something very weird? New activity happening every time I investigate. Yeah. So Bob Gilmore, he'll tell you about that story if you want to hit him up. But that was pretty freaky. They had from coins to, they said, like, what do you call it? Bobby pins, things that are in girls' hair just being thrown at the guests. So you don't get that too much in, let me see.
Yeah, you don't get hit in the face too much. So that's exciting. It's
No, I
always
mean like poltergeist activity. That doesn't happen too often continually, let alone that in that location. Let me see you and your brother. Chris, you and your brother are very handsome men.
oh well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Ever come to Texas? Yeah, I mean we're not talking about Texas this time, but we will be there in November in Jefferson again. So visit our site for that.
Yeah,
Jefferson, Texas in November.
we're just talking about this, this live thing. We don't do it a lot, but we're going to start doing it more so we can try to talk about some upcoming events. But we have Wichita this weekend. Next weekend we have Rolling Hills. Is that one sold out?
They opened up a couple more for Friday and a couple more for Saturday. So when I'm saying a couple, I think it's literally 2 or 3 each night. Because Saturday was for sure sold out, but I think somebody backed out. So there's a couple openings there.
Yeah, so that place is cool. We only get to do that place once, maybe twice a year. So we're really excited to get back up to New York. I was actually on TV the other day. It was the episode where we filmed there. That was cool. And then we have Octagon Mansion. That one's coming up. We're going to be doing that event with Haunted Nights with old Lyle. He's a very cool guy. He throws a hell of an event, so we're looking forward to that one. So if you guys want to check that place out, it'll be our first time investigating. And we have a VIP party the Friday night, the 17th before it.
Yeah, that they just threw on this week. So dinner at the Octagon Mansion on Friday night. So that's going to be pretty neat. I don't know what they're serving, but I'm sure it's good. But yeah, that's a 2-nighter, man. So that's going to be cool. Our first time investigating there. I've heard stories about it. Seen know people that went there and they said the place is amazing. I've seen photos, so really looking forward to that.
It looks cool. Titanic Branson is the last event of the month. We're going to be doing that with Mr. Chad Moore of Ghost Hunt Weekends. I think this will be our third time at Branson.
Yeah, 2 Bransons, and we've been to Pigeon Forge once.
Yeah. So what's cool about the Titanic Museum is the one in Pigeon Forge and the one at Branson. If you guys haven't been, and I know a lot of you have, is they kind of switch out all the artifacts. They kind of go through them. Sometimes Branson will take what's in Tennessee, and Tennessee will take what's in Missouri, and they kind of switch them all out. And when they do that, it tends to spark up the activity. And it's one of those places where that it's all just the objects. I mean, that the objects are basically what causes the hauntings because, I mean, there's really no other explanation that I can think of for those locations.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a big question everywhere. A lot of places we go to is can spirits attached to an object, and after going to the Titanic, my answer is yes. So if you've never been and you're asking yourself that same question, investigate with us at the Titanic because I think you're going to leave with a yes as well. You can check out our YouTube. We have activity and or some evidence that we did get there. Some cool EVPs. That's one of the coolest EVPs I think is the one that we got that says Southampton. Clear as day. The whole group was together, so that was pretty amazing. There's some video and photograph evidence that we got there. So the whole 9, we got everything there. So check that out. And I don't know how many are left for that, but it's a pretty big place. And also, if you've ever taken a tour of the Titanic, you can't take video or photo at all. Place is locked down. It's just us at night. You can take all the photos and video you want, obviously. So we got full reign of the place.
Yeah, no, I always take the bridge area or the deck. And they try to simulate what it would have felt like the night that the Titanic went down. So it's really frigid in there, which is why I always take it. It's nice and cool. But also the last time we were there, we got screams, we got handprints on the glass, like look like little kids going up and grabbing them. And then Lori and Christy, the last time we were investigating that area, it was like full on back and forth communication. They didn't want to talk to anybody but Lori. And it was they were using the K2s, they were using the millimeters, anything that lit up or beeped or used any proximity, they were using it to directly respond to those questions, yes or no questions. So very active place.
Very active.
I was like, is he frozen? Did he let it go?
Oh.
The first event of October, though, we want to talk about that too. That's going to be Clay County Jail in Green Cove Springs, Florida. So if you never get a chance to go down south to that area, which we don't, because that's the only one we really investigate in Florida. So that's a cool location, super old jail, a couple of different buildings. We got the courthouse and then we got the jail. The last time we were there, I think the coolest evidence that I've caught at that place is we were up in the jail and come to find out we were communicating with a little boy. And we were able to kind of lock down that he used to live part-time in the jail with his father who worked at the jail. So, the last place you would ever think you would ever communicate with a child, a jail, but you just never know.
Let me see. Can't wait for Rolling Hills. Us too. Julio, yes, Florida, my friend.
What's up, Julio?
Julio.
I'm so
This is gonna be a good month, man. It's like there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. I mean, every place we go, we love. But Rolling Hills, I think, because it's almost I don't want to say 2 years, but we had two different events last year. Both got canceled due to COVID, so we weren't. It's been 2019. I don't know what month we were there, but so shoot, it might be close to 2 years since we've been there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Florida's always fun, especially. Well, it's probably still hot. What am I saying? We've been there before when it was cool, but it's Florida. It's probably always hot.
It was kind of chilly. It felt good the last time we were there, and I think it was the same time of year. So,
Branson, yeah, that's gonna be fun. So, anybody out there watching? Were you guys anybody in Michigan with us this past weekend? No, anybody?
I'm so far behind. Like you're seeing things way before I am. Must be my internet speed.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Anything in Savannah? There's nothing booked on the books yet for Savannah, but I do love me some Savannah. We love going to Moon River. We did the theater the last time. That was pretty cool.
Tell us fun stories about Michigan Paracon. Michigan Paracon is a big party, man. You get all the paranormal peeps together, and we all just have a good time. The only thing that was a little bit of a drag this time is the casino wouldn't let us sing karaoke, so everyone wasn't graced with our beautiful voices. No tag team with the Ghost Brothers singing karaoke this year, but it was still a great time. We made the best out of it. That was really the only thing that was different. That everything else was good times.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't know. It was better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot less due to people still afraid to get into large groups. So it wasn't what it normally is, but it was a lot better than I expected it to be. But so it was awesome. Oh yeah, Lyle's just throwing out on here. It's the furthest one. You got plenty of time. In 2023, we're doing a cruise to Mexico. And I think it was just posted today that if you do it for the month of September, it's like 150 down, and give or take depending on what kind of cabin you want. But 150 down, and it's as much as 50 or as little as $50 a month for the next 14 months. So $50.
It's not bad for a cruise in Mexico.
Maybe we should just bump the cruise up to this month. Can we do that? No, we won't be at the Square Fest this year. I don't even know when it is. I'm sure in October, but
it's been a long time since we did Square Fest.
Let's see. You want to go on a cruise? Go on a cruise, girl. Let's see. Yeah, I miss Michigan.
Have you guys been to Colorado? I think we were there for a layover. Does that count? I would love to come to Colorado. I love it where it's nice and cool because it's very, very hot here right now and it's very rainy. But I can't say anything here in Tennessee compared to what they're getting more south, what they got. So hope everybody's safe.
A bum day of rain. That's it. Let's see. Might be in Vegas. All right. Yeah, Vegas in December.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be cool. This is the first time I've ever even been to Vegas, so looking forward to that one. Should be a pretty big con.
So everybody's watching. Are you gonna be with us anywhere this month?
Come on, we
Which
got some
one?
stuff for this weekend. I know somebody on here wants it.
They're like, what about next November? Where are you gonna be? Oh, kids.
Where's Brandon? Brandon is a very busy guy here lately. He's working very hard. He's got some other things going on, so he's been a little bit out of the mix for a while, but he will return. Brandon is not gone. He is just on sabbatical.
He's on a break.
He's on
He was on a break.
a.
All right, Tracy, Rolling Hills, awesome. Channing said Wichita, duh. Okay, well, you didn't need to throw the, you don't, dummy. Kale will be there.
What the kale?
What the Kale is going on up in there?
I see Co Behahan, Siobhan McCabe. Oh man.
All right, Octagon, that's right. Tracy's going to be at Octagon. Are you going to do both nights? You going to do the dinner with us? Where are you at this month? This is the end, isn't it? I'm going to be at my house.
Tonight is this month.
This is it.
I'm
August
right.
is done. Unless you want to come over. This month is over.
Investigate my office. This is actually the most haunted room in my house right here, so you can probably get some stuff in here.
All right, Beth's going to be in Octagon also. Dawn's going to be in Branson. Yeah, Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve!
He's going to do the cruise. You better do the cruise, buddy.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
Scuba Steve, and we love Steve's wife's cookies also. We love them maybe a little too much. You know what I mean?
Scott Rolling Hills. Okay, yeah, we're going to see you guys a lot. Okay, there's a lot of you coming in there. Somebody said if there's a ticket for Rolling Hills on Saturday. Oh, Melissa, yeah, it should. There definitely should be. If it's not, message me and I'll get in touch with her. But there should be at least a couple.
We also have you? I've seen this a couple of times. We ever thought about coming to Australia? You guys have too many spiders and snakes over there, man. Like I don't know if I could do it. Like you see the videos like on Instagram and Snapchat from over there, just the spiders and the vast, like the most poisonous spiders and snakes live in Australia. But if you can hook us up with a location and promise my safety, I'll come over there.
Which next year, yes. Are you still going to England? Not September, Laura. They bumped the event till March of next year, so we'll be over in the UK in March.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. How could I forget about that one? We were so pumped to go to that. Also, Brandon's going to that one. We're going overseas, going across the pond. We'll probably, I mean, obviously we're going to do some investigating, but also just going over there to see the sights and some of the cool places over there. It's going to be amazing, shamazing.
Thank you, Dawn. That would be awesome because I love that T-shirt. What do we like better, Haunted Towns or Ghost Asylum? I have to say Haunted Towns because I wasn't on Ghost Asylum.
Well, you were kind of on season 3.
I think it would have been fun to. I mean, I was behind the scenes on it. They were both cool. I guess 2 different animals.
Well, it's like this when you film a lot of something. Like for instance, when we did Ghost Asylum, we always filmed in the winter, and it was always in these very frigid, cold climates in these old abandoned places. I mean, it can have an effect on your psyche. I mean, it's almost depressing to be there all the time and you spend so much time. It's kind of like Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. I love that place. I love to investigate that place, but sometimes you just got to go walk outside to kind of free up your mind and free up your emotions because it gets so heavy. So once you do that for 3 seasons, it was very refreshing to be able to film in the spring and to film different buildings, and so for me, I think haunted towns, but I'm not to say I wouldn't go back and do asylums again because that was super. I mean, I think personally we got some of the best evidence from those locations. But history is also a big part of what we do, and I think there was a lot more history and rich history when we were filming towns.
Let's see, Ohio. I don't know if there's any. We're talking about it, but there's nothing. I don't think locked in yet.
It's actually, speaking of asylums, we filmed an episode of Ghost Town where we're thinking about going in Ohio next year.
Sherry, you keep popping on. You haven't. Let's see, Sherry's watching 12 times. You keep popping up. I guess bad service where you're at. Let's see.
In great place in Alabama, we did Sloss Furnace a long time ago, but I don't think they allow investigations at Sloss Furnace. I think there's too many things to trip on and get killed on. Very dangerous place, Sloss Furnace.
Somebody said Texas again. Yes, in November. Check out wraithchasers.com. Jefferson, November is something. I can't remember the exact date, but we'll be there November this year.
A lot of stuff. I mean, if it's not a holiday and good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we're somewhere every single weekend. And next year we've got how many events already booked for next year, Mike?
As of today, we just got locked in with a couple more. I think there's now, I made 78 events already for next year. Going to be a busy year. Lots of cool things happening. So continue thanks to everybody for, look who just joined, Chad Moore. What
up? Bruh.
Bruh.
But no, we got a lot of stuff. The thing that sucks is we can't talk about a lot of the stuff that we have going on, unfortunately. So we appreciate everybody's patience and continued support through all of it. We've been sitting on this Demi project since like what, March or April,
something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, probably since found out about it. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of questions, and we can't talk about a lot of things. But like you started off, we're not going anywhere yet. This is coming out. There's some cool things in the work for next year. So keep an eye out.
Very cool things.
Chadwick, we're talking about Titanic also for next month. So there are still tickets available. So you talk to Chad. He's on there. You tell him we sent you. And
Yeah.
He treat you nice.
Exactly. And also for Clay County.
And if it's for Henricus, if it's for Octagon, Lyle's on here. You tell him we sent you. And you treat him nice.
Extra nice.
Extra nice, if you know what I'm saying. I don't care.
Oh, geriatric me. Elderly
me. You want to look to the north? You got to dig a hole in the south. Hey, nothing but good times. We like to have fun. But yep, this Friday then we are starting a long drive to Wichita. And we're going to have a big trailer. So anybody along the way, if you want to come along, we'll pick you up.
Yeah, minivan. Well, it's like, here's the thing. If anybody who works in Enterprise in Gallatin is watching, we'd like to talk to you. Because here's what happens in Enterprise. It's a great place. We've been renting from them for years, for like every weekend. Whenever we have to drive and we're not flying, we go to Enterprise. And the thing about it is, it's a point where people move up and they become a manager, and then they go on to some other enterprise, and then we're after we get to know them. They give us good deals. They give us a good rate. They always give us upgrades and all this stuff, and then they go off to a new job, and we got to make friends with more new people, and the newest people, they don't know what's going on because they just give us a little compact car and we got to fit all of our crap in there, and it's like, where's the free upgrade, bro? So if you know anybody that knows anybody that works at the Enterprise, you tell them to be nice to us.
Nice to me. Yeah, when he got this little Nissan shoebox.
Nope.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was called the Nissan shoebox or something. It's so tiny. We're like this, and come on, forget about it. Oh wait, somebody.
Lumbar support, bro. No lumbar support. That's not good for my back.
No, and those are the cars. They don't have like. Well, I'm used to the electric one, but the ones that has a little pump. It's like, how old can you get? It's like, it's like, what is this? Oh wait, somebody asked about. Let me get the name. Where are you? Who are you? Okay, yeah. Somebody just wrote, "What the hell are you? How can you get tickets for Cowtown?" I saw Bob just commented on that one, but also it's on our Facebook page. It's also on thewraithchasers.com. Scroll down. It's right there.
Yep. Click the event tab. That's where you get to all these. Or you can go to Haunted Nights. You can go to Ghost Hunt Weekends. There's a lot of places you can get tickets. But if you ever have a question about where to get tickets, always go to thewraithchasers.com and click that event tab, and you can get to every single one of them with a quickness, with a speed.
Let's see. What is this? Jen D and Sherry going back and forth about. You can read that. It's embarrassing. Working on.
Like a couple of gorillas riding a tricycle down the road. Those little cars. I mean, the gas mileage is okay, but when you're for 13 hours, that's how long it takes us to get to Wichita.
Don't get me wrong. It's like, not that we expect free stuff, but yeah, when you're every weekend and you're going on a second year, third year, it's like, hey, no charge. You want the minivan, or little hookups here and there. Take a day off. It's like, it's nice. Also, you go in, there's somebody new, and you're like, "Do you have any vans?" And they're like, "Yeah, for $200 a day." You're like, "Oh man, where's the other guy?"
Yeah, we need the last guy. The last guy was the best. What was his name?
Jody.
I don't think that's his name.
It was.
Are you sure?
No, it's Tori.
Yeah.
It was Tori. I know he's not watching, so if anybody knows Tori at Enterprise, I think he's at Enterprise in Hendersonville. Tell him we love him and miss him.
Yep. Tell him to come back to Gallatin. Well, Mike, we got anything else we want to talk about before I eat my 7th meal of the day?
Hope to see everybody out this month. Once again, for people joining, thank you for the love and support. I hope you enjoy the show that's coming out on September 30th. We have not seen it yet, so I don't know what to expect. I hope it's good.
It always makes you nervous. Like when it's your show, you get to look at it before it comes out. But when it's not your show, you just hope for the best.
It's going to be on the next day either being like, hell yes, or oh no. Oh, no.
Well, I mean, you can't say anything about what we got there. I mean, that's going to be amazing. Some of the evidence that we got and collected, tag teaming up with those guys. I mean, there's no way to mess that up. The only thing he's talking about is how dumb we are and some of the dumb stuff that we say.
Well, there's, things that I'm sure we can talk about after it airs. Just the location itself, just the environment. Let me just put that, some of the things that happened and some things were funny, some things were actually pretty scary,
Yeah.
The elements. So
Emotional.
I mean, we hit, I want to say, almost similar when we filmed in Louisiana. Some of the elements and the environment was, if not scarier than the paranormal side of it, same thing with here. So I'll throw that out there. The show is called Unidentified with Demi Lovato, September 30th on Peacock. And, ooh.
Yeah, you like that. Oh man, they're all getting dumped at the same time. So it's a 4 episode series. I know our episode is called The Star People, and from what I understand, it's all kind of connected to all the other episodes. And I don't think that's the only one we're gonna appear in, but that's the one that we filmed. A lot of great stuff. I think it's all kind of connected, and I think it's all going to be very cool the way that they put it together. Our good friend, producer, and he produced Ghost Asylum, Haunted Towns, Haunted Live. Very good friend Andrew Knock actually ran the show. He's the one who got us involved in this, so we're very thankful to him. Did a great job running the show, and I think the final product is going to speak for itself. And I haven't even seen it yet, but I got so much faith in him. I know it's going to be badass.
Yes. I hope
so. Anyway, unless you got something else, I think we're going to say adieu.
No. Just thank you, everybody. Hope to see everybody this weekend in the Cow Towns. Anybody got one last question? We'll do one more question.
Well, you'll get it before I will.
And then we'll sign off.
Thanks everybody for joining today or tonight. Pretty good little party here. Party at the Moon Tower.
Yes, maybe we should start doing this more often. Hey Tanya, what's up, girl? Sherry's back. She's in bad service. Like Sherry's watching.
We miss you, girl. You need to come hang out with us again. It's been a long time.
No, nothing in Indiana. I don't think there's anything scheduled in Indiana. Yeah, Chad. It was nice to chat with you too, Melissa. It's been a long time. All right, see you Saturday, Kale. All right, guys, then thank you for tuning in with us. Hopefully that answered some of the questions. But yes, definitely tune in on the 30th and hope to see you out there this month somewhere on the road.
Yep, because like I said, every weekend we're doing this somewhere, and we have a blast. If you've never done it with us before, you never investigated with us before, it's a good time.
The best.
Let's ask everybody who has. We're the best. All right.
See you in October, Piper. Where at? Oh, you're coming to Florida. That's right. Florida. All right, Jenny D. See you in the New Yorks. What's up, Kara? All right. We should come to Indiana. Cheers, Lyle. Cheers, Chad. Cheers, Jamie. Beth. See you soon, girl. All right.
Well, you guys have a good night. God bless. And we'll see you in the future somewhere. I hope.
Flip flop.
All right, kids.
Bye bye.